aboard, folks. It's Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to the second episode of our United States. All aboard, folks. It's Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to our second episode of our North American Let's Play. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the full sandbox experience. So, there are no objectives. Just make as much money and try to build as much, inundate this whole continent with railroads. Just like nature intended. Last time out, we started in the year 1850, plopped our first station down in Cincinnati, and look what we've done since. We've already extended to a good part of the map here. Today, we're going to use our resources to cross the Appalachians and head on over to the East Coast. So, Washington, Philly, New York City, maybe Hartford and Boston. We're looking at you, and we're coming that way. But the real prize, I would say, is this bad boy right here, outside of Richmond. We got a steel mill in Columbus that needs feeding, and I think we should give it to them, or something along those lines. I don't know. So, anyways, you know what button this hit? Oh, I didn't even notice this too. Oh, that could be very useful. All right, I'll keep duly noted. You know what buttons to hit, and let's get started here. So, we're off to a great start, I'd say. Sure, we haven't gotten south of the Ohio River, and I'm not going to cross the Mississippi. Well, I kind of have already, but still, not going to cross the Mississippi in St. Louis and Kansas City. So for now, we're kind of locked by geography. We also really can't go into Canada because this produce orchard is in our way. The farmer's being kind of a jerk and won't let me. You know what it is. Anyways, the main goal now, I want to see if I can get this iron mine in outside of Richmond. We get this and some coal, we can feed our steel mill, and we can really make some good money here. Maybe we'll even hook up to Erie, which has a tool and die facility, which I kind of neglected, but you know what? We'll get there. We'll get there. I know I'm missing this source of coal, too. So that's our main goal, is to try and get that. Is there anything, other buildings I could buy up here? Well, I'm waiting. I see Indianapolis now has a steel mill, too, but once again, there's really nothing there. Not entirely, to say the least. Okay. Okay. Let's focus on the task at hand and getting across the Appalachians here. Let me get my topography map grid here so I can kind of try to figure out where to go. Because the Appalachian Mountains suck. At least trying to get over them, but there's a certain spot somewhere in this vicinity. I mean, alternatively, we could also go north. Along the Erie Canal, but it's not looking too hot. It's probably not. Alright. Alternatively, I'm looking at the area just south of Buffalo. I would like to do it from Pittsburgh, though. Okay. We'll do it from Pittsburgh. It looks a little bit safer. So, what I want to do... we're in full-blown sandbox, so... I can freewheel, don't have to connect it. Let's see. This looks like it could be the best route available here. So I'm just gonna... I think we'll probably have this come out near Philadelphia. I would like to have the tracks built first. So let's... I know we won't have any stations for right now, but that's okay. We can skip the station, so let's just build the main track first. That'll get us to Philadelphia. We really have to build the station on Long Island? Really? Oh, that's gonna cause some havoc now, isn't it? So I can either do this, But then the station misses half the industry that's there, so I guess we have to build on Long Island. Okay. That is kind of annoying, but so be it. Okay, that does help. As long as I can connect... Okay, that's fine. That'll be a future route north to Hartford and Boston. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. As I mentioned earlier, the main prize is actually outside of Richmond. That's what I'm literally want. So I will extend this down to Richmond. And that's our East Coast route right there. So now the trick is to try to figure out a way to cross the Appalachians without causing too much havoc. Well, that actually works. This may be a little bit easier. I see it's a little bit of a valley over here. It's just a matter of eyeballing this and seeing... Wait, I think... Oh, wow, that was a lot easier than I thought. Oh, okay. That was a lot easier than I thought. Okay. I was not expecting that to be that easy at all, but alas, here we are. Good grief. I'm just looking at this now. I seriously have to demolish? Huh. So the New York City station is already messed up. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Try to build it as close as I can. The station would go right around here. I guess we would have to build a smaller station in here if we wanted to. But, you know, that's not going to fly too much. So maybe one of those situations where we end up with 2 stations in NYC. But that could be later in the game. Okay. So we've gotten that part done. Harrisburg has nothing for us, so that's not really an issue. I need to start plopping down stations here. Start in Washington. I feel like we need to build roundhouses in the two closest cities. Philadelphia. That's a good spot for one. Okay. Like I said, we'll just build one there. New York City. That's gonna have to do. In your case, it's no roundhouse. And this is what we came here for. In theory, we can, but I kind of want to get everything in Richmond, so that'll work. And now we ran out of money. Oh, dear. Look at that, we just burned through a whole lot of money. Never mind. Okay, so that's all set. In theory, I could. I'm not going to build too many passenger rails in between, so we'll do one for each city. Richmond's not a city. Norfolk is, which is actually kind of interesting. And there's a port there, but I'm not really ready to just build for that just yet. Oh, heck, sure, we'll do it. And that's the end of the line there. Okay, that's perfect. In their case, they're going to get a customs house because of the port. That's the only time we're going to ever need a customs house is if there's a port next door. Otherwise, we're all set. And actually, Detroit needs one for that matter. There you go. Okay, so that's all set. So what I would like to do now is build several trains out in this area. We'll send one to Richmond occasionally. Okay, so that's all set. And then we're going to build one more from Buffalo here. There we go. I'm not going to have too many trains in between. Distance is a bit far, but that works. Refrigerated storage. That doesn't help us too much, but so be it. Alright, so we got what we came here for. We do have a source of coal. So as soon as this train comes in from Buffalo, I am then going to retire it. Well, it's a little premature, so be it. But we're going to need this. Trust me, we're going to need that a lot more. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to train here in Richmond. And then we'll head to Akron Junction. The steel mill is in Columbus, which is apparently right there. And then, remember how we passed through Erie earlier? Well, let's fix that. That'll do. Alright, and since I guess Erie will now give us all goods, I guess the only... No, we can send it to Richmond. Oh, okay, screw that then, we're good. There we go. So we got our first steel train now up and running, as well as some industry, some passenger rail up here in the East Coast here. Oh, that's wonderful. Actually, that is somewhat helpful. Speaking of helpful, even though there's nothing here in Harrisburg, I guess we can build this. This is kind of a wayward stop, even though there's nothing in Harrisburg for us right now. There's your cannery that I just saw. I believe that is the very first breakdown of the game. Really? A newer never mind. Hopefully there's no more booms like that, speaking of which. If it's allowed, I suppose we could build another one over to the one in Columbus. Only this time, I think I'll send it to... We could send it to Syracuse. Or Albany, even. Screw it. Oh, we can send it to Cincinnati, too, I suppose. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to duplicate that train only... we'll do a second one. Sure, why not? There we go. So those trains are now on their way to our coal mine. There's another one down here, but since there's not a steel mill on the East Coast, I'm going to ignore it. Alright, speaking of which... Hartford is not a city. I don't know. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Or not even a town. Okay. Suppose we can finish this off and move it to Boston, then. There we go. The produce doesn't really do anything, but if... it's not really needed. Those types of trains are kind of complex anyways. Just do that. North of Boston, really the only two things we could do. Only thing we do? Yeah. Okay, you're moving oh, no, it's moving. Good. Alright, whatever. is to build this train line through Portland, Bangor, and take it all the way to Halifax, which has a grain silo, funny enough. Bangor for the wood stuff, which could give us an excuse and a reason to go through Hartford. I would not be opposed to that. Alright, in fact, that's what I'm going to do. I think I can get away with just doing single track, really. That's what I'm going to do, too. Yeah, that's where the station would go. Build it through Moncton. If we can avoid building a giant bridge there, that'd be great. And there's your stop to Halifax. We did it. And then on a side note, I guess if we really wanted to, that's gonna be harsh. Oof, that there are a lot of hills over here. I didn't realize that. Oh, that works even better. Okay. Let's try to start building these out. We'll start with the one in Halifax first. Halifax is the city that I'd want. The town that I want, it's really... It and Moncton are literally like the only two towns in here, so that's kind of unfortunate. I suppose we can do a small passenger line if we wanted to. Bangor has nothing. I suppose we could build a small station in Portland. Okay. I'm just going to do a small passenger line from Halifax, Moncton, down to Boston and NYC, but that's as far as I'm going. Nothing too fancy there. Let's see here. Oh, and Hartford! I forgot about Hartford. Duh, there's like a lumber mill there that we could use. Okay. Some trains might get silly and try to take this as a shortcut. And it now just dawned on me that that's what the AI is probably going to do. Oh, okay. Alright, so for the second time I've now overthought that. Okay. Yeah. If that's the case, we should probably double track it, because if we leave that in, the AI is automatically going to take it. No matter what. So, we'll just double track it. I have no problems with that. Meanwhile, from Bangor, we should probably have something. Bangor, Hartford, we'll send it to Boston. I don't mind. Alright, there we go. Meanwhile... that works. We have a nearby paper mill. It's in NYC. Oh, it's in Philly. Okay, that works. So, where is it? Really, we can only send it to New York City. Okay, that works. And that is really all I wanted to do for this area of the country, so that works. Otherwise, we've essentially got what we came here for. The only thing I don't like is the fact that we don't have all of New York City. Worst case scenario, I build another station over here later on to hook up with whatever on Long Island, but I think we'll be fine. We don't have to worry about that till much later in the game. Now, granted, I could also take it, have the lumber come over down this way, the Harrisburg, but we don't need to utilize that. I'm shooting for Hartford anyways, so that's fine. Alright. That is all set. Now, since we're in eastern Canada over here, I do not like that at all. Albany has nothing. Syracuse has nothing. Well, that sucks. So going to Canada is actually kind of useless. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. We finally got some oil. That's why I wanted to start here. Lake Charles. There it is. Place the first oil well over here in outside of Lake Charles. Okay. Good to know. Too bad we can't do anything with it. Alright, now what? Huh, interesting. Okay, I already see something I like. There's also a coal mill over here, but without a steel mill nearby, I kind of feel kind of, Alright, nothing's happened just yet. How's the stock market doing? Buy some more here. Alright, I'm not gonna go too far with the dividend. I really need that, money for other things, like managers that are a lot better. Actually, you would work a lot better since we're building way more tracks, so until we're done, he's going to be very useful. Anyways, I guess we could go to the south here. What have we got in front of us? Okay, Raleigh's not bad. I saw the cattle farm yard in Myrtle Beach that catches my eye. We got something in Washington that could help. We got some grain silos. Savannah has a logging camp not too far away. There's some sugar farms in Florida. We've got the port in Miami. Wait, is that sugar? Yes, that is a sugar farm, not a cotton. Cotton is all the way here in Lake Charles near the oil well that just popped up. Beyond that, LOL Bahamas has nothing. Cuba has nothing. I wouldn't be going this way anyways, just because of the whole silliness with the bridges and what have you. Okay. Other than that, I don't think there's any reason to head... There's a couple reasons to head down here, so... Alright, so what can we do? I say we should head towards Raleigh and then the Myrtle Beach. Alright, that sounds like a good idea. Spring break, here we come! Wait, that didn't sound right. Anyways. Alright, so we're eventually going to head to Columbia. So what I'm going to do... I'll do that intentionally, but... I really want this cattle yard in Myrtle Beach. That's the gold. So Raleigh's just a stop on the way there. So we shall get Raleigh. Alright. And then the cattle yard in Myrtle Beach is what I'm really looking for. Okay. So we got that all squared away, so what I'm going to do now... We'll do 2 trains here. Do that. And then Washington has the cattle. Or the destination for the cattle, I should say. As long as we ship it off the Raleigh in between, we're good. Alright. So that's all set. We have another one in Atlanta, too. Not for nothing. I don't think we have that capacity for that. Interestingly enough, there's another coal mill in the eastern part of North Carolina here. I don't know how that happened, but okay. I suppose we could wander on over there and grab it. I'm gonna grab it anyways, and then... So one on the East Coast. Ooh, Norfolk has one. Okay, we can go to Norfolk. Sure, why not? As long as I can drop it off in Raleigh, we're good. Which means... Oh, we're going to have a stock split. Oh, sweet. I love bonuses. Thank you. Need that. Alright, we're good. I could build this further to the random lumber mill that's over here, but there's no need to do that. Alright. Okay, so everything is all set over here as far as I can tell. Alright. Let's move to the south, please. I see there's a grain silo north-south of Columbia, so we'll keep that in mind. There's only one passenger train down here. Alright. Southern lines over here. I'm not going to have it go north of Richmond. That's kind of a... Okay, it's a risky proposition. Meanwhile, remember how I said there was something up... Atlanta had something interesting? Well, here we go. And Atlanta's a city even. Ooh. I like that. So we'll put a big old roundhouse there. Do 2 trains from Atlanta. There's 1. And then I'm going to have it go to New York City, but... We'll do that. There we go. Atlanta, that's now connected. Excellent. So now, I want to go to Savannah and start meandering this over to Florida here. As long as we pass this grain silo, we're good. There we go. Build it over there. Jacksonville would be our next stop. From a passenger's perspective. Eventually we'll... You know what? Let's go to Florida. Let's bring this past Tampa. We'll end this line in Miami. Inevitably, if we wanted to go to Bahamas, we're going to have to island hop. Go through here, here, and then inevitably end up there, but again, there's nothing there, so there's no point. And then eventually, the hope is that we can build a huge bridge over to Santa Clara and Cuba. Yes, you can do that in this game. It's going to look very weird, but, well, the game lets us do it, sure. And on top of all this, we'll get the sugar farm too. Okay. So that part of our network is essentially all set. So let me start putting down some stations here. I want the lumber camp, so we'll build a large one in Savannah. This is going to be kind of a key station, so we'll do that. We gotta get the grain silo. That's what we came here for. Jacksonville's the next stop on our line, officially, so we'll build that. Oop, no custom. No, there's no port here, so we don't need that. Tampa, let's see. Oh, we can build a large station. You get the roundhouse. You gotta get that sugar mill that's over there. Sugar farm, excuse me. Miami gets a big old station. You get a roundhouse because you're essentially the end of the route. It also needs a customs house because of the port. Hold on. Produce and milk, never mind. That's fine. Okay, I know we haven't really done anything for warehouses either, but that's okay. And there we go. We got all Florida done. And Georgia, technically. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Let's see. First things first, I think we ought to have a... line from Atlanta. Some from Miami. Yeah, we'll go bring it as far north as Raleigh, but that's just, and Atlanta, but that's as far as I'm willing to go. That's wonderful. And another one from in that area. Okay. The passenger lines, meanwhile. Oh, the industry lines, excuse me. I'm sorry to say. All right. Nope, not Savannah. Although we'll hit that up in just a minute. Actually. No. Okay, you're good. Now we're fine. Let's see. The lumber can go from Savannah, can go to Jacksonville. Actually, we'll send that to Atlanta, too. It's a city. Okay. I don't know where we would send the paper to. Norfolk. Done. Okay, so that takes care of that. The sugar stuff now, there's 3 per year. Okay. I guess we could send this one to Savannah and one to Jacksonville. That works. Other will go to Jacksonville with a stop in Miami. Which means we're now going to need this. Alright, that's fair enough. Okay, and then can we get this? Okay, yes we can. Excellent. Lumber can go to same spots, but this time we'll bring them further south. Excuse you! I didn't ask for an update. The paper, we can't really... shoot. Alright, fine. We'll do just the lumber, I guess, but... Send it to Tampa, I guess. I don't want to overdo it. There we go. So now we got all of our southern routes set up. Or at least, excuse me, for Floridian routes set up. Excellent. Very nice. This is going quite smoothly. We can do something more with this. Hey, don't cool on me. I didn't ask for that. Game. I didn't ask for a cooling economy. Stop that. Sure, we'll do one more, but we'll send it to Miami. Why not? Alright. Ooh, that's gonna fetch a lot. I love that. Alright. Very nice. Good stuff. Do we have any more steel mills? Nah, no. Alright, let's just checking. I never really did an industry check. How's everybody doing profitability-wise? Oh, Moncton got a cannery out of the whole deal. Well, like, that's gonna help you. Not. Alright. If there's any lucrative things we can buy here. Expand our industrial base if we can. How's that steel mill do? Gushing cash and I don't own it. Okay, we gotta fix that. That's a big no-no. You know, we got, if it's gushing cash, I gotta get in on that faucet. We gotta drink from it. Oh, Detroit has one now, too. Huh. Basic common sense. Very lucrative, and I don't own that either. Okay, that's wonderful. Clearly, some people were making money without me. See? Gushing cash and I don't own it. I gotta be owning that stuff. Oh, there's a cattle farm yard here too now? Oh. Well, we gotta upgrade this station. Alright, now we've got it. And another lumber mill, ironically. Alright, I wasn't expecting to do this, but sure, why not? Wait, what? What in the... Oh. That's better. I was looking at that going, wait, I'm fairly certain there is a, Oh, wrong one. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay, we've got that going now. I was not expecting an additional cargo thing, but here we are. Okay. Excellent. I don't see anything else. Oh, lucrative, but I don't own it. And we gotta fix that. I know, I wish there was something a little bit closer, but there is not. Alright, another one in Akron. That's interesting. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, everything's doing great from what I can tell. So, now what? Tallahassee, what are you doing? That's just disappointing. That's just sad. Bruh. You kind of are forgetting something here. Okay. That's kind of sad. Anyways, I guess we can make a play towards Baton Rouge, with the thought being, well, number one, the Civil War is over, so now we don't have to worry about that. Number two, hang on. Sure, why not? Still got a long ways to go, company ownership-wise, but we have a third of the shares, so let's only increase this dividend here. Yeah, we're still in the track building phase, so we'll keep them. I guess what we could do here is twofold. One, take this line from Atlanta, snake it through Birmingham, Montgomery, and inevitably wind up in Baton Rouge and New Orleans, respectively. I'll ignore Lake Charles for right now. I mean, there's plenty of cotton here in the south, but so be it. Two, have Atlanta come through this way. We pass through Lexington, and oh look, we're right back to where we started at the beginning of the game. Isn't that convenient? What do I want to do first here? I will go with the secondary option here. We're going to pass through Knoxville, too, but there's a lot of coal over here. Too bad there's no iron, really. Except the one source we got in Richmond, which is now, I now just realize is kind of a detriment to what we're doing, but so be it. These poor steel mills can't really get anything going. I need my handy-dandy grade grid over here. It's the Appalachian Mountains. We kind of have to do that. Alright. I guess I can have this pass through Knoxville. Lexington doesn't really have much, but once again, I suppose passing through it isn't a bad thing. And now... we now find ourselves right back to where we started. Ta-da! Somehow we've now connected all of that. Hey, don't pull recession on me. I never asked for that. What are we, throwing up tariffs or something? Good grief. Okay, let's not go down that rabbit hole. Anyways, back to what we were doing. Oh, why not? There's a coal mine in here, too. In Knoxville's case, I'm going to want the works. In Lexington's case, there's nothing here, so... Alright, there we go. So we've essentially now connected, can we upgrade this in Indianapolis? Yeah, we're good. Alright. So we've essentially now connected both ends of the map here. So Midwest meet South. South meet Midwest. So we got kind of a new route. Yay. Too bad again, we have just one source of iron, so the steel mills are kind of dormant. I don't see another source. That is kind of frustrating how there's like no other sources here, so it is what it is. But at least now we've got a route across the Ohio River. And funny enough, there's actually a cotton farm nearby. And, well, we can actually do something with Fort Wayne now if I really wanted to, or Columbus. I'll keep that in mind. Should probably do a passenger rail of some sort here. So Atlanta, Knoxville, and then Cincinnati. Alright. I guess we could do that too. Alright, Nashville. I was not expecting to go here. I mean, it could be part of a future route to Memphis, but I just want the cotton farm that's over here. I don't really care about anything else. Alright, that works. In this case, we actually do kind of have to have a warehouse. This is kind of the first time we're doing that. Back to Fort Wayne for a moment. Hey, we've now neglected this city up until just now. It's nice. I'm gonna need a large station to grab everything that's there. Okay. And since Columbus has one too, out comes the warehouse and a roundhouse for you too. Alright. And you know what? I'll put one in Nashville, even though there's really no use for it right now. Other than to just exist. Ah. Okay, so we're good there. Lexington, same with you. There's really no point. I'll send it to Fort Wayne because we got nothing going on there. Actually, Nashville now does have a use. It didn't occur to me that we can actually do something with it until now. Okay. Never mind. Just drop the goods off here. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, there we go. So we got that all set. Tupelo, I see, has a grain silo. Alright. So that's, I guess, part one here. So then... let's finish up with the second part of our plan, and that's going to be as far as I go in this episode. So, let's snake this through Birmingham. Out through Montgomery. I guess we can create a loop here. Is it a good idea to do that? Yes, it is. Okay. Build for the jungle here. Try not to go over any hills. Apparently there's one hiding just north of Mobile. And then I'm going to take this all the way to Baton Rouge, which is where the cotton farm is that we're looking for. So let's say right about here. Excuse me, the sugar farm that's over here. Alright. And then as a bonus, and because this is probably going to be the end of the line. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Much like New York, we did with New York City earlier, this is going to cause some more headaches. I think we can fit a large station in there. And we're going to have to figure out how to do this later. Oh dear. Curse you, Mississippi River, for being obnoxious. Yeah, that's going to be very obnoxious doing that. Okay. Let's get the station set up. I see that source of coal there. It's actually going to go to Montgomery, so that's perfectly fine. So Montgomery gets it. We just need to do a medium in Birmingham then. And we'll give it a roundhouse too. Excuse you, game. Okay, that's wonderful. Let's see, Mobile gets a large. Baton Rouge just gets the medium. Can we place a large in New Orleans? Alright, remember I said the Mississippi River was being a little obnoxious? Well, here you go. I knew that was going to happen. It's just trying to place it. You get a customs house because I see a port. Now the only question is, can I connect both? I don't like that, but that's the best we can do. Okay, we can do that, and then hold on. I guess if we built another bridge over here, that would work. Okay, that works. So that, of course, is for future southern exploits. And there we go. We got one at Baton Rouge Junction 2. Alright. Alright, so that's how it'll work out. One more logging camp. Excuse me, small station for the logging camp, and we're good. Alright. I guess just in case we need it, I could build another junction over here. Alright. So let's see. Let's build some passenger service here. Okay, so we've got that. do one from New Orleans. Another one from there. I'm not going to do any more passenger rails from Atlanta. Although... yeah, we're fine. Alright. So where do I want to send everything here? Has to be Atlanta. Wait, no, Montgomery. Better idea. Wait, we have a logging camp over here? What? No. Wait, where's the logging camp? I don't even see it. It claims we have a logging camp. Okay, that's good. But I'm not seeing it. Oh, there's one hidden! I didn't even see this! I did not even see that whatsoever! It's hiding in there! Oh my god! There's like a small little logging camp just west of the tracks there, and I didn't even see it until just now. I'm like, where is this thing? What? Oh, that's cool. Okay, we could use that. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. It's actually funny, so we can do a direct... Mobile, it's a little farther out. Okay. And then there's a lumber camp in Knoxville. We don't have anything going to that. We'll set up some trains and that'll be it. I don't have anything going to the lumber camp in Knoxville over here, so might as well. Alright, so that takes care of that. What I really came here for is the sugar farm, but Birmingham's the only place we could send this to. Okay. Suppose we could drop it off in New Orleans because of the port. Alright, there we go. Jackson also has a cotton farm too. Nothing else there, but... oh, wow, look at that, 2 for 1. Ooh. Ooh, baby, huh? I suppose we could go over to Jackson. I didn't see that till just now. Oh, that could be, this could be very lucrative. Oh, it's even a town. That's nice. Alright, we're at the warehouse. Alright. Not again! Come on, we just had one of those. Didn't ask for that. Bad game. Bad. Alright. Could send the cotton from, here to Baton Rouge, but it's gonna need a warehouse. Ooh, new train alert. Nice. New train just dropped. We'll be using those from now on. Excellent. So we'll bring up the wheelers now. Oh, no. Okay. As part of this whole 2 for 1 deal, I suppose we could do this. There we go. I don't think we have enough here. No. Yeah, see, I did not see this lumber camp. It was just hiding in the woods there. Tupelo also has another logging camp, too. There's also grain silo I'd like to have as well. Right, hold on. There we go. The funny part is, it's actually a shorter route to Birmingham than it is. Birmingham's really the closest one. So to make this practical, I guess we should be doing that. I know, now we've got a little bit of a shortcut going on. That's fine, I mean... So from Tupelo... Okay. That was quick. Stupid labor strikes. I don't like them. Alright, that works. Nope. That works. Alright, so now we got more trains rolling around. I don't know if that's going to create kind of a shortcut situation, but so be it. You know what? I'm going to duplicate this track, and then that's it. I sense this train line's going to get busy over time, so... I do not mind duplicating it at all. There we go. And there we go. Ah, very nice. We find ourselves connecting the south now. And you know what? Actually, last thing I'm going to do. There we go. We'll just connect our two lines over here so Tupelo has the chance to send its wares to Nashville and etc. That also opens the door for Memphis here, so... Yeah, I think we did some good work here for the most part. We got the, we jumped the Appalachians, made it out to the East Coast. We made it down for the South. Made it to Florida. How dare you. I don't see anything else. Meanwhile, I didn't really check. That's on me for not, scanning this the way I should have. A couple of lucrative buys here. Very lucrative and I don't own it. Well, that's kind of insulting. What good things ever work? Oh, yeah. There you go. So $4,000. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, I don't think there's really anything else as far as I can tell. No, not really. Alright, and the south is kind of quiet. Because we just got there. Alright. Very lucrative, but I don't own it. It makes sense to me. Not sure about anybody else, but... Alright, everything else seems to be just fine for what I can tell, so... Excellent. Well, everything's going along quite nicely. I wish we had more iron mill mines. That's kind of the whole thing that's holding me back here from truly unleashing, but you know what? So be it. I mean, we can't always get what we want here, so. Next time out, I think we'll expand further west. Port Tallahassee has next to nothing. That sucks. Oh, well. Get some industry. But, yeah, I think we're doing great. Remember to check up here. No, we can't do anything with that. What about you? Alright. Oh, we do have a steel mill in New York City. I didn't even... In Philly. Or one of the two. Apparently in between. Okay, I didn't notice that till just now. Oh, that's a game changer, actually. Oh, that is actually a really interesting game changer. In fact... Why does there have to be a port and a tool and die facility in the same spot? You know what? Allow me to indulge in one more train before I end this. Hold on. There we go. Okay, we needed to do that because this is actually a game changer right here, having the steel mill. That is going to help us immensely. No doubt about it. So it might open the door for Albany and Syracuse too. And Canada. We haven't connected to Eastern Canada, so maybe these are all next time projects. So I think we're good. So that's all for me. You know what buttons to hit, and I will see you at the next stop. Peace out, y'all.